So when I was little, I see this in my home all the time. Like one person was drunk, other person tried to kill herself all the time, and then and then I see this from I grow up. Then when I begin to be like 10 years old, 11 years old, then one of the persons of my family, every time we go street and men look at me, but I was like 11 years old, you understand? So this person all the time was drunk and then say like, people looking you because you dress like I don't want to say the word.
I
Like
understand.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So then when I grew up, all my life I was like, I think the people look at me in the bad way because I do something wrong.
Yeah.
You understand?
Hmm.
For one side, this, and for the other side, I never had before like healthy relationships because what I see in home is not healthy love. You understand? I see only like violence and pay attention, try to kill herself, and this is not normal. Someone
Yeah.
one kid see. So then that's why when I grow up, I have so many problems always in with myself and in my relationships. Yeah. But thanks to that, and the person I am now, thanks to that, I wake up and now I try to help other people that they don't heal their inner child, and then they are maybe suffering like I was suffering with bulimic, with the food and with the relationships before. So
Yeah.
and I'm 10 years healing myself, but I want you come here and then do the energy work because I think I'm super healed, but of course always is something inside.
Always.
Yeah.
We've got multiple layers like an onion. When we uncover one, we find another layer.
Yeah.
Because our nervous system only doesn't only, sorry, um, deal with our issues. It gets passed
Yeah.
on from generations. So when your mum was pregnant with you, her nervous system is connected to your nervous system. So whatever your mum was dealing with while she was pregnant is already set your brain up to know that if she was in unsafe situations or she was getting abused or screamed at or anything like that, then it teaches your body before it's even born in this world that those environments now are safe for you to be in, because it's already manifesting and embedding that into you. So now, if we go back another generation, if your grandmother, when she was pregnant with your mum, same sort of thing. If they've passed on generational trauma, so we can't understand or we can't falter ourselves for the things that we've had to go through. We were meant to go through them to understand. It's just
Yeah.
our lessons that we've been dealt with, they were meant to be harder because we were meant to do more. That's all. I look through my childhood. I got into drugs and alcohol at a young age because of partying. I had a fake ID and I was doing all that sort of silly stuff. But then I was also sexually abused at a young age. So I abused my sexual energy. As a personal trainer and a coach, I created a body that everybody wanted. So I could have whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted it. And I abused that energy
Yeah.
for a long time. But then again, now doing all this sort of work over the years, I've realized that that was all purely from a place of pain and not feeling accepted and wanted and trying to take back my power because it was taken away from me. Um, so now, when we
Exactly.
go through all of this and we understand it, everything that I do now is purely so my kids, I've got two beautiful kids, they don't have to deal with anything. I don't want them to have to deal with anything. If I didn't deal with it, one of them would have been abused. One of them was going to go through a really bad
Yeah.
relationship or whatever.
Yes.
Not to say that they're not going to have their own struggles. They will. They
Yeah,
already
of course,
suppress
but
certain emotions and stuff like that already because of what they've already been through. But
yeah,
like we are, we're consciously enough and aware enough to process our emotions. I
yeah,
will sit there with my kids and sort of probe them until they have to cry if they need to cry to get it out. Because 2 seconds later, they're saying thank you and they're giving me a cuddle because whatever they've been holding on to has been making them feel really upset for a couple of weeks and they just didn't know how to get it out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of parents that, for example, me, in all my process that I healing myself and my inner child, I was also studying a master of neuroscience, because I want to understand more how our mind, our brain is working. Yeah. So then I realized, how important is the our first 7 years. Yeah. So
Correct.
then, when I got pregnant, I was single mother, because, it's other history that the
Yeah.
father of my son was like a child, and then he only one party, and then because I have this horrible childhood in my life, I say to myself, my son is going to have happy, healthy, safe childhood. Yeah.
Right.
So then I decide, like, I not go to try to be with this man that is drinking all the time. I don't want this for my son. So then I say, I will be single mother, will be hard, yeah, but I want my son don't see fighting home, don't see crazy things, and have healthy relationships. So because I know, when we born until 7 years old, our brain is in brainwave theta. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in brainwave theta, from 0 to 7 years old, mean that our subconscious mind is like open, like blank book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, everything we hear, everything we see is going to be our mental pattern for the rest of our adult life. But the parent don't know this. The
Correct.
parent don't know, and they say so many things to the kids that what they don't know is they making their thought system, the system thoughts, the
Yeah.
mental pattern for the rest of their life. So
Correct.
because I knew that when I got pregnant, I say, the first 7 years of my son, I go to be alone. I don't want to have any relationships because I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to, I want my son live in super happy home. And if I say things to him, always from love, and know that everything I say will be the thought system for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
So the first 7 years of my son, I focus on his education, and everything I put in his brain, and now he's my teacher, like, because I put everything good on his subconscious mind,
Yeah.
you know and sometimes when my ego comes, sometimes my son, because he is completely everything I teach him, then he say, Mom, I say, okay, then he,
Brings you back.
so yeah, bring me back,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, so it's super important, like, the parent, I will love, in the school, they will teach neuroscience to everyone, and then the people will understand how important is everything we say, everything we think, everything we feel, you know and people say, oh, you believe in law attraction. Of course, it's like I doing this for many many years, like, everything you think then make emotion, and then this
100%.
emotion make a vibration, and then that vibration attracts the same things, that
Correct.
vibration in the same level, so,
Yeah.
it's some people is complaining all the time. I say, you go to have more things for you keeping complaining, because everything you think, everything you say, everything you will be controlled.
100%.
So
As you said,
yeah,
everything is energy. And when people,
energy, everything.
correct. And when people can't understand that, but then they can want the internet. The internet is just an energy wave that gives you a signal.
Yeah,
When we wave to somebody, it sends a vibration to let you know what it's doing.
yeah,
Everything, as we know, is built within our subconscious mind. So manifestation happens because we think about it, we can process it
exactly,
and see it within our mind. And once we do that and understand how we feel with it, the universe has to give it to you because you've already created it.
exactly. Yeah,
The issue is people just don't allow themselves to elevate their frequency to get to that lifestyle that they've created, because you need to
yeah,
let go of the pains, the traumas, and the situations that keep you in a lower
exactly.
vibration.
Exactly. The people, now is fashion, one of fashion, like everyone doing like vision board. Yeah, you
Yeah,
put
yeah,
like the photos that they want you. I do this for many, many years, because really the material things I always get. I mean, I realize in my life when I want something like really, really with deep emotion, I want something, I always get. And I know I will get, because I know how this working. But my problem was that sometimes I don't know what I want. So I always say, like, universe is like a chef. And you say, okay, I want chicken and rice, for example, to the chef. But then after you say, but I'm not sure because, and then they never send you. You need to know exactly what you want. And then you need to feel already, because the people say, oh, I want this, I want this. But look how is my life. I have no money, I have this. I say, listen to you. You complaining. So your vibration, your frequency is really low. So then
100%.
you will attraction by fees that the frequency is really low. So if you want to, you need to close your eye how you will feel when you will have all your dreams, when you will have, I don't know, this money, this house, this life, this travel, how you will feel. You will feel happy, you will feel grateful, feel now like this, and then you will have, like, for me, one of the key is the gratitude. Be
Yeah,
grateful for
big one,
everything.
big one.
Yeah, like when you feel grateful, it's like you vibe love. It's like you vibrate a love all the time when you're
100%.
grateful for everything. And then, but the people is like looking all the time social media, and then, oh, look him, look her, and
Yeah,
then most of them is fake.
100%. People only want to show you what is good and happy in their life. They don't want to show you the rest of it. So now they're building their life on a false perception. And that's what social media is. It's there to only give you the good, to break down your subconscious because you don't ever feel good enough. Because now you're
Yeah,
just judging yourself and compared to somebody else's life.
yeah,
But as you say, when we can live in a state of gratitude, in a state of pure love, and do everything from that vibration, then our life just
yeah,
has to consistently give us more of that. So as you mentioned, if we're unhappy and we say that we're unhappy, all the happy thoughts and situations are going to come. If you want to be happy, tell yourself you're happy. Tell yourself how
yeah,
abundant you are. Tell yourself how
yes,
amazing you are. Look at
yes,
yourself in the mirror every morning and deep in the eyes and tell yourself that you love yourself. Um,
exactly.
like where you were
This
saying
is,
in
yeah,
relationships, that repetitive cycle that we go through in having the same partner in a different time that's always just abusive or screaming or whatever is because you haven't allowed yourself to let go of that vibrational energy of relationships. So now
yeah,
when you teach yourself to love yourself and give yourself all the things that you need from another person, so you don't need it from another person anymore. You now
no,
sit in a state of completeness. That person is there to make your life better, not to add anything more to you because you already are
exactly.
everything you are.
Yeah, in about relationships, for example, me, I realized because I wasn't the ego and the costume I made after my childhood, I was super insecure. So all the time I try to be like perfect face, perfect body, perfect, I wasn't the ego completely. So all my relationships always was like I feel like the love of my life. He is the love of my life. But now I realize when you feel someone is the love of your life so fast, is the love of your um I don't know say this word in English well. Is the love of your
Your
uh,
wife.
want
Yeah.
how I say it?
Wound.
Want, yeah. So
Wound with a
oh,
W.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So every time because when always all our life to the girls say, oh, when you know some boy and then you feel like, oh, so nervous and like so excited, it's like he is the boy, yeah, he is the love of your life.
Yeah.
No, he is the love of your inner child, like the goon of your inner child, and he probably have the same like you understand.
Hmm.
So
Definitely.
then when I feel this crazy love or this anxiety when someone I know now is not healthy, it's like it's my inner child need the love of him, you understand, but not
100%.
my adult, it's
Yeah.
my inner child.
Yeah.
So
That
so
comes
yeah.
in, that comes in with trauma bonding because you see and recognize the same gaps that they hold. So your inner child wants to connect with that inner child to give that itself safety. Trauma bonding. I always say within this period of deep healing, don't think about relationships because you're only going to be setting yourself up into a relationship of void
Yeah.
because you're looking for,
Yeah.
and you're healing the things that you haven't got at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Me, for example, I'm single now for nearly 2 years. Um, but always my last relationships always was younger boys, like 10 years younger than me, because I have so much masculine energy before. Now I working on my feminine energy, but okay, you can say like you was not masculine. No, like in my outside, I was super feminine
Yeah.
because my insecure, I tried to be like the perfect woman.
Hmm.
But inside, I was like so much in my masculine energy because I want to survive,
That's
you
right.
know? So I always, when I begin relationships, I was like the masculine, like I had the power, I had the money, I don't accept receive something from him. I don't need help. I don't need nothing from you. So this was no healthy relationships because I think the man had to be more in his masculine energy, me and my feminine energy.
Yeah.
And for 1 year now, I'm working so much on being my feminine energy. And it's difficult because I was always like, but for my business was could have so much masculine energy
Yeah.
because the company I have now, I have a company that I sell construction materials.
Yeah.
So in business, my masculine energy was
Works
really
well.
good.
Yeah.
Yes. But in my personal life and my relationships, no. I
That's
need
right.
to relax and be feminine. But this was everything is because my childhood
Yeah.
made the insecure, the masculine, the
Hmm.
survive woman.
That's right. So the masculine energy is there to create safety, to create provide healing, provide the security that we're meant to have. The feminine
Yeah,
energy is there for love, nurturing, and comfort. So when we've gone through situations and circumstances in our life that we've had to live in fight or flight, we sit in that masculine energy more so because we just need to survive. So as you said, you've
exactly.
gone through what you've gone through, and your body has just had to sit in your energy of a masculine side of things that little bit more just to make sure you do what you need to do to get through the next day. And now the fact that you've been able to heal and continue to heal, allowing yourself to sit out of your masculine when you need to, it allows your feminine to shine even further. And that's
Yeah.
where the balance and the duality comes back into play. It's not
Yeah.
that you will sit completely in your feminine, because there will be always facets of you that need to
Yeah, of
provide.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my masculine energy I keep for my business because also the construction industry is like very masculine. So
yeah,
my masculine energy is good for make money and my business.
yeah,
Um, but I need to work more on my feminine energy because always I get like I get attraction with
mhm,
boys that younger than me, that I had the power, I had the money, I
yeah,
take care of him, I like the mommy,
yeah,
like, and I don't need you give me nothing, I don't accept nothing, I don't need help, I don't need nothing. I'm the power woman.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so now I working on this, but I think it's a process. It's like for 10 years now I'm healing my inner child.
Well, that's it.
But
You can only do it step by step.
yeah, of course, it's
100%.
like it's not easy, but it's nice because now I flow with the life.
Hmm.
It's like before, when I have so many friends, for example, that they are not happy, and I try to explain to them is because you are completely ego, like zero connect with your real being, with your spirit, with yourself.
Yeah,
It's like, because I have a lot of friends that they have successful, they have money, they have like the perfect life for the people,
yeah,
but they are not happy. They every week they go on drugs 1 day or 2 days, always, like you have before, like
yeah.
get locked in home and get drinking. And what a life is that? It's like, so I try to explain to the people. That's why I go again to social media, that the people need to wake up. The people need to not be in the ego. They need to connect with themselves, with the spirit, with the real being, with the
100%.
spirit. So,
Yeah,
but the people is sleeping. The most of them is sad, but it's the truth.
yeah,
And the people believe everything see on the news. The people believe everything see on internet. The people believe everything see on social media, and the people believe everything they have in their head because the mom, the dad, the uncle, the school, they tell, and then the subconscious mind was closed, and
yeah.
then they was like robot for the rest of their adult life. So
I
it's
find the biggest thing with people, and I guess if you want to call it waking up, no matter how old you are, when you go through the process of an awakening, it's one of the hardest but most beautiful things, only for the simple fact that we now need to realize that however old we are, I'm 35. So it was 35
a
years,
little older.
um, 35 years of living one way mentally and understanding things, that now 35 years later, if that's the case, everything is being a lie. And to come to that understanding will shatter most people's reality, and they're not strong enough to do it. So where we can drip feed this sort of information and give it to those that are ready to hear it, it will just consistently create that ripple effect and the vibration for more people to hear. Years ago, when COVID and all that stuff was going on, and everything, I was that person that was sending a million posts a day, to everyone to make them understand. But it shuts people off. I found that it was shutting people off from actually listening to me, because of the way that I was communicating my message. So because I was doing it even then from a place of ego, it's like, oh, I know better than you. I know this. You don't know this. You should know this. They wouldn't want to listen. So now when I speak, it's, if you want to hear the information that I've got, you will hear it. I'm not going to stop talking the way that I talk. because the
Exactly.
people that need to hear it are listening. The people that understand what I'm saying will take on the information. If it resonates a little bit with you, then I'm thankful. Um,
Exactly.
but I'm all about teaching. I'm all about helping and healing and giving people more understanding. The world is definitely not what it looks like to be, and we can create it to be absolutely anything we want it to be, as long as we
Yeah.
do the work to release the things that I guess have happened and created our thought processes, but then also understanding that now that everything is a vibrational energy, as long as
Yeah.
you change your energy and clear your body and as a vessel, everything will happen for you. Our
Yeah.
internal state is a reflection of our external reality. So if we're holding on to pain and trauma on the inside, then there's only going to be pain and trauma and discomfort in our external world that is going to have to show you again. So if you feel love and bliss and happiness all through your inside, your external world is just going to replicate and mirror the same thing for you.
Exactly. Exactly. It's the like I flow with the life now. Like you say, like now I'm happy all the time. I mean, if something bad happen, I say thank you because I know this happened for some reason. If something go wrong, I know it's for something good is coming. I don't
100%.
know, like every day, like in my life, everything happen is like I know it's for a reason. So I don't know if I'm driving and it's traffic. I think universe is protect me for something, you know. If I need to go one place and then for some reason I cannot go, I know it's universe protect me from something. It's like now I flow with the life. It's like I'm grateful for everything.
Yeah.
Vibrate in love, in gratitude all the time. Um, when I go back to social media, because me, I was like fitness model, and I was like always my content was like bikini, like fitness, like sexy. And then now when I speak about everything, some people still is like, for example, when I say like nothing from material and nothing from your physique will make you happy. Never ever. It's like the happiness is not this, it's not this. Some people is like, you say when you have big this and you
Yeah.
have so many surgeries, and when you are like so like fake body or whatever,
Yeah.
yeah. And I say, exactly, because I do all these crazy things in my life. Like I compete in fitness. Well, no, this is not crazy, but of course I put anabolic, of course,
Yeah.
steroids. Um, I do crazy diet. I have surgeries, and I was like, and of course the money is good I make, yeah. But I was obsessed. Use perfect body and make so much money. I have this company, I buy this house, I do this, I do this, but I never was happy. And now it's like I flow with the life. If someone don't like me, it's not my problem. It's
That's
like
right.
their problem.
Yeah.
It's like I send love to everyone. I'm grateful every day. I vibrate in love every day. But if someone is he or her don't like me, it's like I send you love.
Yeah.
I it's like because if you give bad energy back, then affect to your energy.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah. 100%.
Um, yeah, it's so
Definitely.
many people in social media that they try to give you the bad vibration they have, the bad energy they have. But
It's only because your light and your frequency and your elevation of consciousness affects their demons that they don't want to deal with. So if they
yeah,
want to send hate and everything else, it's only a reflection on themselves because they're hating on themselves essentially, not on you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That now don't affect to me. Now it's like when I have bad comments, like years before when I was on the ego.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I get so much anxiety. I cry. It's like super bad, but I was on the ego, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's like, I send you all my love. I send you all my love. I send you all my love. But they are in different level of conscience, you
Yeah.
know?
Definitely.
Like they are sleeping, they are in the ego, they are in the robots and the automatic, they are like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I
we
understand.
can try to give our information and our love and our experience to the people, but some people we cannot no help to everyone because some people it's like
Just not
they
ready.
yeah it's not ready exactly
Yeah.
it's not ready
Definitely.
yeah
Yeah, it's crazy. We can go on about this sort of stuff all day long because there's, again, so many layers of so many different areas that we can touch on. And it's just dropping seeds for everybody. Not everyone's going to hear it, not everyone's going to understand it, but
yeah
those people that do
exactly
need it. So it's the best way to have it.
exactly yeah it's like when someone is ready it's like when something resonates to you then it's for you it not resonate for you it's not for you you're not ready you're
That's
not in
right.
the same level you know
Yeah.
so yeah but yeah it's like
Perfect.
that
Yeah, no, it's been good. And I love that your awareness and your consciousness is exactly where it is because it gives me the freedom to be able to speak this way and have the person receive it the right way. So I'm thankful.
yeah I'm thankful for too
Um,
I don't. I not used to go out. I used to be in home reading books, meditation.
yeah,
This is my life. So
good.
we can. I don't drink. I don't drugs. I don't smoke. The people say my life is bored, but I'm happy with myself in my own world.
It's a perfect life, I feel.
And
Yeah,
we can speak, and some people will get angry, or some people. But this is I love that. And
yeah.
then you wake up the people. You
That's
know.
right. We'll just do it how it's meant to be done, and we just flow. So as it's meant to happen,
Yeah.
it happens, and we create the shape for the world to listen to. And those that don't want to listen, just don't listen.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
Perfect.
our yeah, perfect.